Hey, hello, how are you? This is Ronnie Latrice, and I am live. I am live to discuss a training that I am going through. I like to hold myself accountable and share some tips that I've learned. I've learned a ton, but like to pick out one or two things, maybe three things that may be helpful to you. And so, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's currently going on is an e-commerce challenge, a challenge with great prizes, but really the prize is helping you be successful in creating your own e-commerce business online, right? So the training is absolutely free for 90 days. We're on day 15 today. So what I want to do today is just really do like a high level recap, really, really quick of what we actually learned or what I got out of it. Like I said, not going to go in detail because the training, if you want more information about it, is available to you. Like I said, it's absolutely free. Just like to hold myself accountable and maybe share some tips as well. So today, what I'll do is I'll talk about today and then go back to day 9 and then just start from there. So today was basically about Q&A. Q&A. And the absolute great thing about it is live training. So you literally can sit there and ask the experts if you have some issues with your e-commerce store and you want them to help you out. If you have issues with Facebook ads or anything of that nature, they're there to help you. Now, today was actually 3 presenters that was there to help us. And so I do want to say a little bit about myself, just in case you haven't watched my videos before. I have a little bit of experience with e-commerce. I have a print-on-demand store that I started last year, took a break from it, and right here in the training, so I can learn a little bit more and share with others that's out there, share and talk about the free training every single day. So that's why I'm here. It doesn't matter how much someone knows. That's the way I take it. There's always something to learn every single day, whoever you are, no level what you are. And also what I want to mention is this training is for beginners. And also intermediates, just like myself, that have some experience or even advanced, right? You can go through this as well. So again, it is day 15, but you still have the opportunity to join if you would like. So here, Nora, let me get to it again. Sorry, I just get so excited about talking about the training. So today, again, was about Q&A. And so the first thing, I would say 2 things that I want to talk about that I learned today or wanted to talk to you about and share with you as a tip was, number 1, it's about Q&A. I'm sorry, not Q&A, but high ticket items versus low ticket items. Now, some of you may think that, and you may be one person that think about you're just getting started. You want to hit up those high ticket items to get that profit back really, really fast. Some people do it. And what happens sometimes, you may hear this, and when I say high ticket items, it may be things that maybe over $75, $80, $100. And so some people may believe, that this is something great for them because they keep hearing someone else. So what happens is you have to think about this. You are just starting out and you going to fork over a lot of money to a wholesaler you really don't know, because the wholesaler that we're using is overseas. So you're going to send out that money not knowing if you don't even have a relationship with this person, as far as knowing, oh, they're really great with sending products to your customer and figuring out the time frame. But you're willing to take that risk. They don't want you to take the risk right now in the group. That's what's great about it. They're not telling you to do that. Basically, what they're saying is get the basics down. Start running traffic. Start picking those products that are hot products, hot niches that are unique. Learn that, and then they'll teach you about high ticket items. And I thought that was great because sometimes as a newbie, you're all over the place. You don't know if you should pick this or that, and you might not even thought about, okay, this wholesaler may not send my stuff. I don't know that person. I'm not saying that they won't, but just think you don't want to put that much risk in just starting out as e-commerce. And think about customs. If they hold up some things in customs, who knows what happens, and your customer not getting their product, and you just dished out this money. So you have to think about those things. So just start out low ticket items. And like I said, they're teaching us how to do this. And like I said, I know I have some experience, but if you haven't saw my videos, what I am doing, I'm literally following exactly what they're saying. If there's something that's going against what I've learned before, I'm going with them. Or there's some things that just kind of like aligns with what I already know, and I'm still doing the training. So here nor there, that's what I'm doing. So that was today. It was Q&A, and it was really, really helpful. So going back to day 9, and if you want to see like day 1 through day 8, I actually have a video that kind of goes high level on that as well. So day 9 was about Shopify copywriting strategies. And just to give you a high level, anything that has something to do with writing, if you're writing about the product on your page, if you're writing about your, different terms or how you're setting up your ads, this was a great training. And so, one thing I want to point out, there were several things on some of my videos I did live on Facebook and Twitter and Periscope, but I'll give one since I'm doing a review, is that sometimes as a newbie, you may be tempted to just copy the wholesaler's description of that product. Well, they're doing that for a reason, but it's not great for you as far as selling your product. Don't do that. Come up with a creative, a eye-catching, that someone looks at and say, yes, I want that product. It doesn't have to be that crazy description that the wholesaler may have, right? So that was one thing. Now on day 10 of the training, this was also Q&A day. But the thing is about this, we also had site reviews. So if you had a site and they had the opportunity to review it, it was really, really helpful to see the different e-commerce stores. And when the presenter identifies some things that, hey, you need to change this and tweak this, you can go back on your store and look and make sure that you are doing the things that the presenter said, and you're seeing this live. So I really thought this was great. I believe Q&A is great because you go through the experience, you're doing the work, and sometimes in the beginning, or the first day, you don't have these questions. But the questions, when you start doing them, hey, wait a minute, I'm doing this, but blah, blah, blah. So it's really great. They've taken the time, live. They don't have to do this. And it's literally has been like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of training, right? So that was day 10, right? I think it was day 10. Okay. So day 11 was great. It was about outsourcing. It was outsourcing training. So a lot of times, and even when I started my e-commerce store, the first one, I quite didn't understand. I'm like, this is a lot going on. I understand you build a foundation, but am I going to have to do this all the time? What happened to them saying that this is freedom and all this and that? But what was great that I have not seen in other trainings, and this is absolutely free. What was presented was basically like this. You're doing a task in your e-commerce store, in your business. Excuse me, let me get some water. Thank you. In your business, and there may be a task that's tedious or you just don't like to do. You can outsource that position. Go on Upwork, go on whatever, and hire someone to do that. Because you don't want to do, eventually, yes, in the beginning, because you want to understand all the parts to it, but start thinking about, you start thinking about what you can outsource, what types of things that will free up your time to do other things, right? Especially those tedious jobs, right? The tedious tasks, you can literally outsource them. And the great thing, again, he just didn't tell us to go out there. He literally went step by step on how to hire someone. What are the wordings that you use, right? So when I used Upwork, I only used it for t-shirt design. And the thing about it is, I use it for t-shirt design, but the thing is, there's a whole lot more that people can help you with. And so I thought that was really, really great to add this type of training to a 90-day training about e-commerce, right? Very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. So that was day 11. Day 12 was create designs. How to create designs, right? For your Shopify store and your Facebook ads. Now, a lot of us are not graphic designers. That was the whole point of that day on day 12, to show you that, hey, you do not have to be a great designer to design some of the things that you need to get done, right? Some of the things in your store. And so the presenter went in detail, showed us live how to, go to different things that are free that you can do, right? You can still get someone outsourced to do this, but especially when you're starting out, it's great to know how to do these things, and they're really simple. So that was great to show that, hey, certain tools that you can use, just those certain things. And then we have day 13. Day 13. This is exciting because it just shows that it doesn't matter when you join this challenge. It's just that you're here. It's always better, sooner the better, so you can get in the mix. But today, or not today, that day on day 13 was basically about going back to the basics, how to set up your Shopify store, how to set up Facebook ads, and all these different things. So it was a great opportunity if you were just starting out, or even if you started and, some of the things that can be difficult for some people is setting up the shipping. So it was great to see that being covered again. And so people can go in and tweak their store and change some things around. So that was great to have. Day 14 was that day 14? Video export, let's go switch great. Day 14. Now, that was about store reviews. So that whole training, I think it was 2 hours, was literally another chance for you live. That's what's great about going live, even though you can review the videos in prior, was reviewing your store. And I've talked about this. Top producers are reviewing your store and saying, hey, these are the things, this, and this. Fix these things up, right? Your store is okay. You can still run traffic to it, but work on these things to make it even better. Build trust to your site, right? Know, like, and trust. Remember that formula? Now, there was a bonus video, and I know there's videos from time to time, not just this training in the group, but this one was what I wanted to mention was just a bonus. I think they were talking about Facebook ads, and there was an expert on there about Facebook ads. And the one thing that the presenter, not one thing, but the great thing I heard about this. Now, not right now, but if you're collecting an email, right? You're collecting an email. Did you know that you can export your email list and have Facebook create a lookalike audience for you? So these are people that are literally your customers, right? So you import them into Facebook, they're going to find people that look alike. That's what I thought. And I forgot to mention this on my individual videos, but that was something awesome that I heard. I'm like, didn't even think about doing that. And then, so that was day 4. So that was day 14. I already went over day 15. That was just a recap of day 9 through day 15. And so if you're interested in starting your store, check it out. Before you buy another course, before you, decide, hey, you want to dish out $2,000 for a course, talk about this. Go through the free training, not for an hour, not for 2 hours, not recorded video, even though recorded videos are fine, but literally live videos to get your questions answered in real time. perfect opportunity. And then once you go through, then go buy that. But the money I'll put it like this, the money that you were thinking about purchasing another course, use that to help you with your advertising, running Facebook ads, right? Do that, right? So here and there, just wanted to share a recap. It's e-commerce challenge. You're welcome to it. Believe there's a link in the description. You can go right to it. And then, once you go through the steps, you can join the group and get all of this great training just for you. All right. So I know this was helpful to me, so I'm bringing it to you so it can be helpful to you. And right now, I am going to end this. All right. Have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, whenever you're watching this. All right. Peace.